Never allowed my fear to limit me. I'll figure out how to get past it. I think the thing that you should be afraid of most would probably be being alone, right? And I've been on my own since I can remember. So I got past that point, as a child. So everything else that came was smaller than the loss of my mom's. Never, ever. I never ran from anything because I didn't have nobody to go to. I've always had where I'm going. Home to get me. Ain't nobody there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've always been in a situation where I'm forced to deal with it myself, so.
Look at this. The rougher side of their experience, we think we got it hard here. It's not hard here. You don't see how people fight to come across the border? They want to be here, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you go and look, when you get into those other territories, when their lower level, their poverty is more extreme than ours. You see what I'm saying? And we got some people that have just decided not to try. They're more comfortable in a tent with nothing on their schedule every day. Some of them make the decision to just get the tent and feel no pressure to make it or no pressure to do anything. You know what I mean? And that's just, I can't comprehend the thinking. Like, my thought process is so different from them that I can't relate to it, but it's real.
The best advice was Robert. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. Robert Greene. He wrote the 48 Laws of Power. He wrote 33 Strategies of War and the Art of Seduction. He said everyone is not actually going to be prepared to take the time to actually utilize the information that's given to them. Like, if you pay attention and you actually keep whatever information is coming in front of you, that you choose what's valuable. But the things that you do hear that are valuable, if you make it your business to keep it, even if you have to write it down, so you have to say it to yourself or whatever, and you just keep, the person says something and you go, what did you just say? Hold on a second, put it on my phone. And hold on to it until it becomes a part of you in the way you actually would express yourself at different points. And then you develop a more advanced presentation, and I got that from Robert.
When you work for others, you are at their mercy. They own your work. They own you. Your creative spirit is squashed. What keeps you in such positions is a fear of having to sink or swim on your own. Instead, you should have a greater fear of what will happen to you if you remain dependent on others for power. Your goal in every maneuver in life must be ownership. Work in the corner for yourself. When it's yours to lose. You're more motivated, more creative, more alive. The ultimate power in life is to be completely self-reliant, completely yourself.
I was signed to Jam Master Jay at JMJ Records. I was there for like 2 years, and I didn't really see myself going any further from in that situation. So I pursued the Trackmasters, Columbia, and I got involved through Corey Rooney. He's from around my way. He introduced me to him. He made that happen, and now I signed with the Trackmasters. I went up to Bearsville, Woodstock, New York, and I was there for 18 days. I recorded 36 songs.
They look at you and say, damn, boy, you're young. Why your clothes look so old? I'm like, oh, man, why you gotta say that? It's just, they would say stuff to me and then they look out for me, but in a different way. They give me, here, you know what that is? Know what to do with it? It's all right. Anybody bother you, tell them I'll get it to you. And there's guys that were big enough in the neighborhood for them not to whoop me for selling it. So it kind of got me started early. I was hustling since I was 12.
Once you accept that fundamental truth and accept that you control your journey, so many doors that seem closed are going to open up in front of you. Growing up, reading was often seen as an assignment that must be endured instead of a tool that can help improve your life. Because of that mentality, no matter how many secrets I share in this book about happiness, business, and improving your life, there are a lot of folks in the hood who still won't ever find them. They simply don't sit down and read books. They might walk past a book like this 1,000 times until it's covered in dust before they even think of cracking it open. It's not entirely their fault either. A lot of books aren't written in a language that feels accessible to everyone. Personally, I didn't get into reading until I found writers like Donald Goines and Iceberg Slim, who wrote in a voice that felt familiar to me. Their style made me comfortable, and once I had that, it gave me the confidence to start exploring authors who didn't come from the same background as me. Writers like Don Miguel Ruiz, Paulo Coelho, and one who's even become a close friend and collaborator, Robert Greene.
Literally.
Yeah.
But a person that you see as a business person and is extremely determined to make things happen, say they're going to get rich or die trying, you say, whoa, they're serious. They're going to really do it.
Got you.
You see what I mean? And I don't see a limit. Like, I don't see a limit to how far I can actually go. Greed, I think, is something you might be able to point at someone who wants, that doesn't actually want to work for it.
I believe depression is a luxury. Tough situations, like, still look at it like I got to get up and do what I got to do regardlessly. I can't not do what I got to do. So I'll work depressed. Or when I'm feeling those feelings, I say I just don't feel good, but I still do everything I'm supposed to do for the day.
You ever seen a rich nigga want to start the fight? A nigga doing well off don't start the fight.
Never.
He's having a good time. He's partying. They got bottles and shit. Right? The niggas start the fight is the niggas not doing as well. So when he's not, if it's only just 3 niggas, here's the picture. You have rich niggas, you got tough niggas, and niggas that easily become collateral damage. As I grow older, the one thing that becomes clearer to me each and every day is that I don't owe anyone a thing, and neither do you. I've seen a lot of people pollute their potential after sipping from the well of entitlement. This is certainly true of many of the people I've been associated with over the years. Even my own son. What they need to understand is that you should never feel like the world owes you anything. It doesn't. You must accept that it's all on you. That might seem like a very cynical way to view the world, but I would argue that it's actually liberating. You can only feel betrayal when you feel like you're owed something from someone. You can only feel resentment when you had expectations for assistance. When you accept that it's all on you, only then can you finally be free to focus 100% on being the best version of yourself. Now, all of the situations, if you don't have fear, then you're just not acknowledging danger.
All right.
That point.
I learned that in the 50th law.
Nah, yeah, but you just not stupid. Then you're not scared of nothing. So
Right.
you watch that guy that just has zero fear and say, yeah, we can get him. He tough. We're gonna have a hard time chewing on him, but we're gonna get him. We get him. Like, other than that, you just gotta pay attention to your surroundings and things that's going on. Like, and you say never saying the toughest guy, Charlamagne. I'm gonna do what I want to do. And then if I die in the process, I was doing what I wanted to do. Even the themes. Look, it's power to dollar.
Yep.
I get hit, I come back. Get rich or die trying.
Yeah.
Right? And the process, because that's already what I'm feeling like I'm going to do. I'm in the process. It's the greatest thing is to watch me, because either I'm going to get rich or I'm going to die in the process. And this is what I'm going to call a record.
So was the
You know, so when I say get rich or die trying in a literal fashion, I think they took it where I meant I'm determined I'm gonna make it, or I'm putting everything on the line here. And they understood that at the same time, and it was entertaining to them because it allowed me to bring them on a safari through that concrete jungle and get them close enough to the animals without them being in danger. I don't mind losing. I just like to lose at my expense. Let it be my fault. If I'm losing based on someone else's decision to do it, I'm furious about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I could have learned it and made better judgment myself than to just allow that to happen. I got instincts. A lot of people will gauge your level of intelligence by you having an associate's, bachelor's, or a master's degree. But a lot of those people retain information long enough to pass midterms and never use it.
Down to the perspective of a person that's in a staff meeting that is watching someone else raise their hand to answer a question that they know the answer to. Then that means that person deserves to be ahead of you in life, because your fear of being wrong at that point is not allowing you to create your value